Peace, everyone. My name is Kenny Baraka, and I'm your host for the official World Book Day Book Club. And we are delighted to have with us today Alex Falase-Koya, the author of the thrilling, nail-biting, edge-of-your-seat adventure, Marv and the Mega Robot. How are you doing today, Alex?
Yeah, I'm doing pretty good.
Good. Before we jump into the book, can you, tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yeah. So, as you said, my name is Alex, and I am a children's author. I live in London, actually, in Walthamstow, with my two cats. Hopefully they will not be jumping on me while I'm recording this.
We love cats, though. World Book Day loves cats. Can we start by asking you to tell us just a little bit about your book, Marv and the Mega Robot?
So yeah, it's Marv the Mega Robot is about a boy called Marvin who one day goes up into his loft where he finds an amazing super suit and a robot sidekick, and he realizes that his grandfather was once a superhero, and now his grandfather's supersuit and his grandfather's sidekick has been passed down to him. And it is about his first adventure as a superhero.
Ooh, first adventures, inaugural adventures. We like this. We know that writing is a process, an arduous process, tough process. Can you tell us a little bit about your process of writing?
Yeah, so with my process of writing, what I try and do is to try and bring forth and represent the type of things which I didn't necessarily get the chance to grow up seeing in media. For example, Black superheroes was something that I didn't really see, aside from this one TV show when I was a kid called Static Shock. I kind of try and represent that in my writing, and so that's something which I hope comes through in Marv and the Mega Robot, is that sense of diversity.
I talk to my daughter a lot about protagonists and antagonists. She often asks me what I'm about to ask you. How do you go about creating these superheroes and these supervillains?
A thing I try and think about is that superheroes and supervillains, though they are people who have a lot of wild powers that enable them to do extraordinary things, at the end of the day, they are just people, and they have normal people needs and wants and fears, even in the case of Marv. And so I think that that's the thing that I always try and represent and try and come through, is that it is Marvin, the human. When he becomes Marv, the superhero, he is still himself, and he still has to get over his fears of tackling these supervillains when he runs into them.
You spoke earlier about growing up and being into reading and not being able to find characters that reflected yourself and your background and the diversity of the world that you and I live in. Writers often start as readers. With that, what would be your favorite book? Your one favorite book? I know it's tough, but what would be your one favorite book if you had to choose, and why?
When I was pretty young, I read this book called Beyond the Deep Woods, and it's by Paul Stewart and Chris Riddle. And this book, it's a children's book, but it is pretty. It is a kind of a fantasy book it's kind of about a boy called Twig, who basically grows up in the middle of nowhere in this fantasy forest, and he one day tries to get back to normal civilization and to meet the rest of humans and humanity in this fantasy world. And that story for me was so exciting, I think, because of the representation of of forests, of creatures like bears and other animals, but with a fantasy twist to it. I kind of feel like that really tapped into what I wanted when I read books as a child, which is I wanted a lot of escapism, and I wanted to kind of see the world in a different way.
We like, love, adore, eating here at World Book Day Book Club. And because we love the eating and we love the books, we love eating while we're reading. What snack might you suggest that we take a little nibble on while we're reading Marv and the Mega Robot?
I think this is an underrated snack, but I think more people should try it and use it. Dried mango. If you get some good dried mango, it is a nice little sweet treat you can have. Not too bad, not too unhealthy for you, which is really good. I eat it all the time.
Okay, little dried mango.
Yeah,
have that for you. If you had a question, if you were able to ask a question, because a lot of the World Book Day Book Club groups have their little reading groups, and obviously they pose questions about the book that they're reading. If you were able to pose a question about Marv and the Mega Robot to one of our World Book Day Book Club reading groups, what might that question be?
So the question I would ask is, what is the difference between what makes a superhero and what makes a supervillain within the context of Marv and the Mega Robot? Because at the end of the day, both our villain and our hero here, they both have very cool superpowers. But what is it about them which makes one act in a way which is more villainous than the other?
Yeah, that's a good question. It can apply to many other narratives as well. That's a really good question, Alex. Thank you so much for joining us for this month's World Book Day Book Club. We hope you've had fun thinking, talking, and hearing about books. And please let us know how much you love Marv and the Mega Robot. Happy adventuring!